everyone, this is me, Jyotika Bedi, once again here for you so that we can learn, share and grow together. And today, interestingly, I wanted to make a video on how happiness leads to success, not the other way around. While we were trained to believe that success really leads to happiness, well, this is not true, and I'm going to tell you why. Well, most people think that more successful we become, the happier we will be. It's true for you, it's even true for me. In other words, if we get better grades, we land up being heads of school councils, get a raise or a promotion, or do better at work, it means that we will be happier. But actually, this is not the case, and I will tell you exactly why. If we increase our levels of well-being, of happiness, even by a little bit, tiny bit, we will be better players, not just team players, but just players in the game of life. We will be more positive, we will be more creative. And guess what? Science is saying it, research is saying it, psychology is saying it. We will be more productive. And I've tried it, I've tested it, I believe in it, and that's exactly why I'm sharing it with you. So in other words, if we look at happiness as an important predictor, or let's say contributor to our success, then why not chase happiness? Because we all are seeking it, we all want it, but we don't know how to get it. The how of happiness needs to be decoded. In fact, just last night, my son, our 16-year-old son, Arjun, came to us and he said, I really want to understand what is the purpose of our lives? Why are we all running on this treadmill of life where we all want to only seek one thing, which is happiness? And guess what? We are not taught. We are not trained on how to achieve happiness. The question really is not that whether I'm happy or not. The question really is, how can we be happier? What is it that we need to really do in order for us to pump up our happiness quotient? Because we all are seeking the same thing. So let me start by first telling you that success is a matter of happiness. We at Happiness is Love only believe one thing, that happiness is neither this nor that. Happiness is success. And being happy is the greatest gift that we can give ourselves, our families, our teammates, the world around us, our society. And that's how we're all going to be our grandest and greatest selves. So let me tell you a little bit about success is really a matter of happiness. Ask yourself just these following questions. Would having more money make you happier, or being happier would make you more money? We don't stop and pause and ask ourselves this because we were hardwired to only think that success equals money, success equals fame, success equals fortune, success equals the size of my waist, so that if I can be a size 0, it would mean success to me. Success would mean the number of likes or shares that I have on my YouTube, or the number of events that I get invited to, or the number of things that I possess. So just press that pause button and really ask yourself what success really means to you. Would being less stressed make you happier, or would being happier make you less stressed? We need to ask ourselves this question. Many people today really believe that if they had more money, if they had the next iPhone, they would be happier. And this is true. And guess what? Research is saying it. Materialistic possessions only give us 45 minutes. Only 45 minutes of happiness. But again, we are fed only one belief, that more things that we have, more money that we have, more materialistic possessions that we possess, will we be happier? And this is true for every society. And the reason why there is a tsunami of depression and sadness is because we are continuing to live in this belief and not challenge, not check ourselves I believe the only way to change our world is to change our way of thinking, to check the quality of our thoughts that were just fed to us. And we did not even take out the time to actually press the pause and ask ourselves some pertinent questions. All successful people that I know in my work, in my professional life, and just people around me, they have one common denominator. The successful one, the authentically successful ones, they are happy. For them, happiness is ultimate success. They seek inner joy and bliss and not external transient pleasures. Because guess what? You were born to be happy. We were engineered for happiness. Again, I will encourage you to ask yourself these questions. Whom would you rather do business with? Someone who is happy, energetic, bright, radiant, enthusiastic, or someone who's gloomy, who's dull, whose energy is almost depleted and is boring? Ask yourself that question. And the answer really is, you be what you want the other person to be. And if you are that bright, vibrant, radiating person in the room, guess what? You will attract the right kind of energy. You will attract the right kind of people in your life. Yet, time and time again, I meet people, some great people who are highly intelligent and are doing great work. They really promote themselves in the best way. However, they don't check in with themselves to ask themselves, what does their energy look like? What does their energy feel like? Is it happy energy? Or it's really depleted energy? So we all know what we need to do, but we don't know how. And that's why I thought I'm going to make this video, so that you can be your happier self. You can be your happiest version. And guess what? It's daily practice. It's daily commitment. It requires conscious, deliberate steps every single day. It is hard work, but guess what? Happiness work requires work, but it's the most rewarding work that you will ever do. And that's why we at Happiness is Love want to share this with you, because this is the greatest blessing, it's the greatest gift that we can give ourselves. So again, stop, pause, and ask, who would you rather spend your evening with? Someone who's fun, funny, compassionate, cheerful, optimistic, loving, caring, or someone who's self-centric, boring, kind of pessimistic, or negative? Again, not a very hard question to answer. So if you want to make friends and enjoy your relationships, we need to start focusing on getting happy. And again, studies world over have proven just one thing, that the greatest source of happiness is not that iPhone, is not the car that you are looking forward to, or the house that you are dreaming of. It is the quality of your relationships. So the happiness of your life depends on, or the unhappiness of your life depends on your relationships. And guess what? We are not taught, like I said, we are not taught good relationship skills. We need to build these skills so that we can enjoy deep, meaningful connections. Because our relationships are the ones that fuel us. In fact, I work with so many people in our personal counseling. A lot of people are suffering because of lack of these relationship skills. They have poor relationships or unhealthy relationships with themselves. And everything really springs from that space. Everything really stems from how you really have that, what kind of a relationship you have with yourself. How do you really look at yourself? How do you treat yourself? Because your compassion is incomplete if you don't include yourself. And then we land up attracting a lot of illnesses and diseases. Why? Because of relationship distress and stress. And that's why I think it is imperative for us to do this kind of work, to encourage each other, to help each other, to support each other, build better relationship skills. When you are happy, your posture is better. When you're happy, your breathing is better. Your sense of being is more bright and sunny. Your brain produces happy chemicals which will stimulate every cell in your body so that you become healthier and you feel good about yourself. And guess what? Happiness is the ultimate form of health. If you want to get healthier, start investing in your happiness. And guess what? Happiness makes you attractive. And I'm saying this out of experience. It's not the color of your skin. It is not the size of your waist. It is not your hair that makes you attractive. It is who you are as a person. It is your energy that you exude. It is how you treat people around you. And if you are not happy yourself, you cannot make people around you happy. You have to feel good about yourself in order to make others around you feel good. And guess what? What you focus on grows. If you focus on complaining, guess what? That'll grow. You want to focus on blaming, that'll grow. You want to focus on loving yourself more, on showing yourself more compassion, and being happier, that will grow. But that requires work. Like I said, happiness work requires work. It is hard work. However, it is the most rewarding work you will ever do. And if you want to create more positive change in your life or your business or your relationships, then it starts with you choosing. Because happiness really is a choice. Happiness really is a decision that you make every single day. We are 25% our environment, 25% our genes, to which we have no control over, and the rest 55%, the 50% is for you to own, depending on your daily choices. So like I said, happiness is a skill. I can learn to be happy. I can learn to be more positive. I can learn to love myself more. It's possible. And I know it is difficult. It's not easy work. And I'm sure some of you who are seeing this video might be in a difficult space in your life. I'm here for you. I understand. I've been there. However, I hope by my sharing, you believe that yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Times are tough. Times are rough. Times are challenging. I am not denying any of that. However, I believe, and I want you to believe, that together we are fast approaching that light. That together we can build a better world. And the only way to change the world is to build better bonds. And it starts with you. Because nothing changes until you change. And change requires action. Change is actually a verb. It's a doing word. Till the time I will not take action, I will not change. I can sit and complain and blame all day, but without me wanting to change, nothing will change. So like I said, it's a choice. Happiness is a skill that we all can learn. So let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, you want to generate more money because you feel you need to be happy. That way, your goal can be to earn money, and it's okay to earn money, but the ultimate goal has to be, let me focus on my happiness. Once I do that, I will automatically be successful. Once I've done the happiness work, I will be more attractive. I will come across people who will be attracted to my happy vibe, my happy energy. And if you want less stress in your life, the only way to do that is to do the happiness work. That way you will attract more opportunities to become happier. And by default, you will replace the things that were not looking so bright and sunny for you, things that were making you feel stressed. In short, a simple change in just your focus, in just your perception, can change your life. And I can promise you that. Happiness also makes you more spontaneous, more optimistic, and more enthusiastic. I mean, people often tell me that, you come across as a very happy person. I'm like, it's hard work. I consciously work on my happiness quotient every single day. And now it's become a habit. Anything that you practice for 3 weeks, just 3 weeks, becomes a habit. Because you are what you repeatedly do. If you continue to repeatedly be sad, you will be sad. If you continue to work on excellence, if you continue to work on your happiness work, guess what? It'll become a habit. It'll become a part of who you are. So you want to get more spontaneous and optimistic? Please jump in the ride with us, because we will keep sharing with you on how to do it. Because your optimism, your enthusiasm, your energy is related to your happiness state. And it'll be the greatest gift that you can give yourself. When you choose to be happy, you will find that people instantly are drawn towards you. In fact, we have been able to create a happy tribe, a happy community, only because people are drawn to our happy energy, our happy vibe. And people will naturally want to network with you. You will be able to create that social network, and it will grow because you will meet people who would want to associate with you to grow their happiness quotient and invest in their personal growth and happiness. In fact, a lot of people ask me, Jyotika, what is your definition of happiness? And I just say one thing. Of course, there is no universally accepted definition of happiness. It could mean different things. And I would encourage you to also think of what happiness really means to you. Please define it for yourself. But for me, happiness is simple. Happiness is neither this, neither that. Happiness to me is mental growth and peace of mind. I am happy when I'm growing mentally. Full stop. And that's why we do the kind of work that we do, because every day is a learning day. Every day we meet people, we talk to people, we listen to people. They share with us about their struggles, their storms, their challenges, their successes. They literally invite us into their lives. But guess what? We learn so much. And we get infused with more energy and enthusiasm because we know that we are contributing to someone else's lives. Because that is the purpose of our lives, isn't it? To serve ourselves and serve others and use our strengths to help the world become a better place. Happiness also makes you wealthier. Believe me, every day we come across new opportunities for making money. Ideas and opportunities are literally coming to us so frequently and so fast that sometimes we don't really know where to focus our energy on. But if you focus your energy on your happiness by simply changing your thought process, you will notice that you will land up growing more wealth, and you will unleash this resource of unlimited potential that is within you, which will automatically make you wealthier. Not just financially or materially, I mean emotionally, you will be wealthier. Because guess what? Our emotions are our movers and shakers. Our emotions really are everything, because they drive us. They are the ones that propel us. And for me right now, I'm feeling so motivated and I'm feeling so excited to do this video for you because I am feeling that happy feeling. And yes, our work does attract more financial, and we get more, we attract money, but again, that's not the end goal. Money is important, but money is not everything, because the happiness that we get from the work that we do is priceless. But the bottom line is that happiness generates money. Money does not generate happiness. And like I said, happiness is the ultimate form of health. Happiness makes you healthier. What is interesting is that people associate physical well-being with being happy. We will go to the gym and we'll build our muscles and we'll focus so much on physical fitness. But guess what? Other way is what works. It's your mental health. Health really begins in your head. If I have happy, healthy thoughts, automatically I will have a happy, healthy body, because everything begins from my head. The two are connected. Your mental and emotional well-being is equally important to your physical well-being. But again, we are only taught to focus on the physical. But your internal health, how fit you are internally. Do you feel inner peace most of the times? What does your internal environment really look like and feel like? Because, we're great at wearing masks. I'm telling you, I meet so many people and I know for a fact that we're all hiding our feelings behind this mask that only shows that I'm very happy and everything is wonderful and life is going great. But internally, I'm a volcano ready to erupt. So we've become great at hiding our feelings. We become good at fighting our feelings, swallowing our feelings, blocking our feelings. And that's why we're attracting so much ill health. Because if I will continue to bottle up my feelings and pretend to be happy all the time, because you cannot, we have to experience the entire rainbow of emotions. And it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel stressed. All we have to do is learn to manage it. I'm not happy all the time. You can't possibly be. Only psychopaths don't feel the entire range of emotions. But yes, I try my best to be in a positive state of being, even in times of crisis. And believe me, it comes with practice. The more you practice it, you become good at it. So focus on the fact that happiness really makes you healthier. And we didn't know that. It is a true fact that if you are happy, you are likely to have better health, mental and physical, have better relationships, and internal peace. And I want to urge all of you to stop and pause and really think that yes, if you want to be happier, you need to now focus not just on your physical health and train your body, but also train your mind. Because some of us have become physically so fit, but psychologically super unfit. So focus on doing the work for mind and body, because it's really the mind-body balance that will help you build your happiness quotient. So what are we really waiting for? You have it. Being happier makes you financially better off, reduces your stress, increases life expectancy, because they say that, in fact, there was a study that was done that people who live longer are the ones who invest in their happiness. They have better connections, better relationships. And that's one of the reasons for their longevity. It improves your health. It relieves you of depression and anxiety. You combat illness, and generally it just improves the quality of our lives. So I also thought I'm going to now share with you some quick tips, top tips to become happier. And I thought it would make sense to do that so that you know after you see this video that cut to cut, I'm able to follow them. And again, pump up my happiness quotient. So here goes. Smile more often. It takes more muscles to frown and create more stress and anxiety and headaches than to smile. One of the most attractive things about a human being is their smile. And let your smile be authentic. Let it run right up to your eyes so that it's genuine and you're actually feeling that feeling. Smiling helps you reduce stress. It switches off that fight and flight response and releases natural good hormones into our system. Take out time to just sit quietly with yourself. We are trained to hustle, hustle, hustle. To me, hustle means rest. Rest is so undervalued. Rest for recovery. We are constantly trained to do. We are hardwired for doing, for managing, for worrying. Guess what? What does it lead to? It leads to more stress and anxiety. Just pressing that pause button, unplugging, sitting in silence, and reflecting will help you be your happier self, because it'll rewire your brain. What is meditation? Meditation is, we are so busy living in our heads that meditation is the most powerful tool for us to just practice that pause. I mean, knitting can be your meditation. Making videos can be your meditation. Cooking could be your meditation. For me, it's like dancing as though nobody's watching. When I get stressed and I want to sit and meditate, some days I just put on the music and I start to dance as if nobody's watching. That's meditation to me, because I have actually pressed the pause button and decided to not be overthinking, to not let my mind, which is on overdrive, impact me. So I just press the pause button and I choose to rest, recover, and reflect. Do something nice for someone. So happiness work, like I said, requires you to do things. Let me tell you the top 5 things that I do. Number 1, express gratitude. Express gratitude to yourself first and then others. Thank you, God, that I am alive. Thank you, God, that I can make this video. Thank you, God, we have technology to connect with so many people world over. Thank you, God, for my cup of tea. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Expressing gratitude to your body, thanking the universe for who it is that you are at this point of time, because you are watching this video because you care about your well-being. You care about your growth. You care about your happiness. So gratitude. Practice more optimism. The world needs more optimistic people, because like I said, optimistic people are happier. They are healthier. Do something kind for someone today. Set yourself a task of doing at least one kind deed during the day, because altruism is a great way of increasing happiness. Take care of your health, mental and physical. And the most important thing that I do is learn relationship skills. Like I said, we're only mirroring and modeling our parents, and they are, of course, are a product of their upbringing. So we need to stop and pause and invest in healthier relationship skills so that I can land up having deep, meaningful connections and bonds, which will only pump up my happiness and well-being. So these are the top 5 things that I do. Of course, there are more, but let's start with these 5. If I want to be my happier self, keep a notepad with you at all times. You'll be surprised that if you take notes, let's say you're seeing this video right now, something I may have said resonates with you. Something that I have said makes you believe that, yeah, this is one thing that I need to change in myself. Maybe I need to start practicing more optimism, or I need to start practicing more self-care. Note that down. It'll only help you feel better about yourself, because you are investing in your learning and your growth and your evolution. And take exercising seriously. Believe me, we all know this. But yes, that's the only way to release happier hormones. Please invest in exercising more. You want to walk, you want to do yoga, you want to do dance, you want to swim, you just want to do jumping jacks. There are days I want to do nothing, and when I'm feeling stressed and wired, I just start doing jumping jacks. Whatever it takes to move that body so that you feel better about yourself. Take more risks. It's very important to do that one thing that you're fearful of, because only when we face our fears and we overcome our fears, we become more self-confident. We become more courageous. So do that thing that you are more scared of today. Dance, sing, make merry. I'm a mother of 3. I am keeping my inner child alive at all times. I jump with our children on the trampoline. We do pillow fights. I act goofy with them all the time, because it is so important to do things. We have forgotten on just how to have fun. We have become so serious in our lives that we have to literally remind ourselves to be childlike again. And most importantly, read books. Our mind needs mental protein. How do you give yourself mental protein? By reading books, read articles, or maybe if you're not a reader, read a positive quote, an affirmation that will just rewire your brain. You can, just by reading a quote sometimes just makes you more positive. And then when you start to feel more positive, you start to act more positive. So there is no excuse now to build more skills, to learn something new. And reading, just 15 minutes of reading every single day can just set your day on a positive tone because you feel good about yourself. And listen to maybe positive audios. Maybe you're somebody who likes to hear positive things. So maybe podcast is something for you. But again, it's a great source of being more positive, of infusing yourself with more positive emotional energy. Go on a negativity fast. Just tell yourself for 3 weeks, and I'm going to challenge everyone who's watching this video, 3 weeks of no negativity. Catch yourself, check yourself, and change that negative narrative that's holding you back from being your happiest self, from being your most successful self. So go on that fast. Challenge that narrative. Catch yourself when you go down that negative spiral. All you need to do is just become more conscious of the quality of your thoughts, because everything really springs from there. Be consistent with your approach, because if you want to be happy, and happiness does lead to success, you have to be consistent. There are days that you will feel emotionally depleted. You will not feel so bright and upbeat. It's okay. Allow yourself. Give yourself the permission to not feel okay. Take the day off. Take a mental health day off. Do things that make you happy. Sit in silence. Don't engage with people around you. Sleep so that you feel better about yourself, because sleep is health. But do the work consistently. It's very important to be consistent and not give up, because if we give up, then we go back to our old patterns. And remember that your mind is really like a muscle. If you want it to work effectively, you have to train it. I have to train it. We have to train it. Only if you train your mind to be positive, to be productive, to be creative, you will be your happiest self. And you will be able to create a happier world around you. So the work really starts with you and me. And together we can do this. So I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. I'm cheering for you. So let's start the happiness work now, because happiness is ultimate success. And they're even teaching this at Harvard, where the most popular program is not, guess what, science, economics, or math. It is the science of happiness. The most sought after program taught at Harvard is the science of happiness. And Professor Tal Ben has written these amazing books on being happy, happier. Sonia has written a book on how to be happy. I would encourage all of you to read these books, because they really are game changers. And now it's time that we say a sincere prayer that everybody, it is a fundamental right, every human being should wake up feeling happy, feeling excited to do the day, and at peace with who they are, where they are at, and with the world around them. Thank you for cheering for us, for supporting us, sending us all the love. Your encouragement really propels us. Extremely grateful. Keep liking, keep sharing, and keep subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you.